Hi, loves. Hello, hi. I've got my usual wild views aplenty all around me, and I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me. Something is going wild with Juniper. I think that she's just like filled with Venus love, but she is going crazy. You'll hear her in a second. This little black kitten learned how to carry around sacreds in their mouth. And you know how I feel about the single copper penny in this coven. It's our official sacred, the simple sacred that is our symbol. And we found one in Juniper's mouth yesterday and a seashell earlier today. They are just going wild. So I'm going to take a little quick peek in our chat just to make sure that I can get some audio. I know my kids are running around and taking off in just a second. So bear with me for just a minute while I tune in to our broadcast for a second here. It always makes the volume go a little crazy. Hi. Oh, thank you, Cole. Thank you so much for letting me know that everything's cool and you can hear me. So I'm kind of loving being able to see you and have this connection. And I have my concerns about having so many views of what I'm doing right now up on screens in front of me. So if we get a lot of interruptions, I'll turn one of them off. But I love to be able to look at our chat in a new way. Hold tight. We already have a jumper. Oh my goodness, I love it. Our jumper for the day is the Two of Lasers. The Two of Lasers keyword is radiance. I don't know, there's something about this little freak, bright, wild deck that's giving me so much life right now. Wouldn't you know, our jumper is the one single card that actually has like my physical image in it, my own hands. Oh, sweeties, I got all the skin in the game right now. So thank you for those of you that popped over to the premiere. I'm so lucky that my brother was able to help me edit my video because the Altalune collection is live through May. We're doing such cool things right now. Can you hear Juniper? Oh my goodness. Little stinker. That I decided to extend it. I had this opportunity to sponsor Precious Sarah Faith Goddess Diener's beautiful podcast, Moonbeaming. And I was able to kind of create a community partnership with the Modern Witches, Confluence and Spring Convergence. And those two fabulous magical collections of witches are able to amplify this work. And it started Thursday and Friday. So we have 2 offer codes right now that I've got in the description for our video that are Moonbeaming 69 and Modern Witches 69 for a huge 25% off the whole collection. Oh my goodness. I just don't even know if we're going to get attacked or what. So my sweet brother, Peter Fitzgerald, who has a fabulous, beautiful YouTube channel over here that's Classic Movie Mania, and that's growing in leaps and bounds every single day, was able to do an audio edit to take out where I said May 20th. The collection was had that little due date, and now it's through May. All right, so we are going to ride the eclipse together, and we are going to be very live moving into Mercury retrograde on the 29th. So I'm about it. I'm not surprised that this is our jumper right now, showing us that we have the endurance and the love and the personal care and all of our investment, all of our skin in the game to care for each other and be present for each other in all of the ways that we're showing up, right? And that we're summoning miracles. We're summoning our ancestral miracles. And I'm just excited about this jumper. Yes, so lots and lots of tarot today. And I want to begin, of course, by lighting our ritual candle. And burn it if you got it, sweeties. I saw that Baby Reckon already sent us a cocktail today. I love it. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, Carrie. I burned this sweet match, which has incredible meaning, Teresa, because it was sent to me from you. And I light our candle to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. And oh my goodness, there's so many messages flying through the fissures, the cracks that eclipse shape makes around the moon. You know, full moons, they're definitely for celebrating. And we have to celebrate our lessons that we learn throughout our life on those eclipses. And I just have my own special way of connecting with eclipses that I'm so excited to share with everybody. So there's our ritual candle. Let me see. Wow, I'm really up close today. Let me just chill this out a teeny bit. Bear with me, honey loves, because come on now. Let's make this as pleasant as possible as I'm in front of my apothecary here, and I can give you a better view. Thank you for your sweet donations, honey loves. I like that much better. There we go. I have to take this second now. Just bear with me. And I have to create this second view here because I need to be able to see what's happening. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your donations. All the donations that you make in the chat go to the Altalune collection campaign, which creates a sliding scale for Black, Indigenous, all people of color. I'm just excited, and I've expanded my definition. It's Black, Brown, Indigenous, and all people of color. I want that to lengthen. I want that to include just so many more marginalized souls in every way. I carry a lot of privilege in my white middle-aged body, and I'm aware of that. And I'm also aware of the pain that I carry too, because of the way that I'm oppressed. And I know that I can do more. I can do better with everything I'm doing. And this Altalune collection has absolutely 100% changed my life. Not using those big platforms to create this collection like Kickstarter and, you know, all of them that are so necessary for so many projects. Don't get me wrong, but not having that sliding scale is just something that I couldn't live without. So I'm going it alone and doing it via my love notes that I hope everybody's signed up for. You can also see that in the description of this video. So please sign up for my love notes, so intentionally called love notes, because I like to keep them brief. I like to keep it images that you can click and you can zip to different links, and very simple, really easy to consume and move on. And let's see if we can create a view. There's our ritual candle view. Good. I'm glad to see that. Good, good. All right. Still a pretty up close and personal view, and I'm not afraid. So, sweethearts, I'm excited to gather with you on Fridays for so many reasons. Taurus season just taught me everything in the whole wide world that I care about is more vitally important than ever. Let me see what I can do. I might even have to, there we go, cuties. Good. Hello. Good. We're a sweet coven right now. I'm happy to be able to call up this view so I can take a look at all of you sweethearts. Yes. Thank you so much, Joanna and Cole. Thank you so, so much. I know I'm loving and feeling into this energy. And look what we've got. 2222 from you, Cole. And thank you so much for another 2, Joanna. I'm loving it so much. Thank you so much for helping me lift these works up. There's so much more developing behind the scenes. The collection is actually more expanded. What I knew in my heart that I could do with this collection, with the celebration of this final leg of the journey for Moon Baby Magic Tarot, which was created in community for community, was to create a suite of add-ons in this collection to get us started with where we need to be as a collective, as a coven. And there's more developing behind the scenes that'll be announced through like end of summer and beginning of autumn, that accompany Moon Baby Magic Tarot's final print run and brand new Altalune Sensual Oracle cards, of which, just like Moon Baby Magic Tarot, I did that entire campaign with 8 prototype cards. I'm doing something very similar. I actually am much further along with this collection, having already been a person that created a deck. But the thing that I'm doing with Altalune, I just don't want to sneak it too much because it's so intimate, because the subject itself is so taboo. I love the word taboo, talking about sensuality and sexuality, that I don't want to harm our ability to move forward in algorithms and social media spaces. So Altalune Sensual Oracle cards are specifically for creating a link to your body sexually and sensually, and you can utilize them as a tarot professional with all of the major arcana archetypes and the court cards. And then there's some freaky 12, a dirty dozen of rewilding cards in this deck that I can't wait to knock your socks off with. So I cannot thank you all so much for your love and support in creating this collection. I have so many visions and dreams to share with all of you. And I'm aware that sometimes I can kind of blurt things out. And then all of a sudden in my developing them, I see them pop up other places in the world. And I really am being careful with this collection to protect it and nurture it in a really intentional way. And then you'll see how it blooms forward once more of the assets are developed. I tell you what, right now I'm having a love affair with the Sex Magic journal that there is literally no way it will ever be $33 ever again. It's so detailed and different and meant to live with you for the rest of your life in a magical way that I'm just totally so excited to show you this summer. All right. And then in autumn, a little closer to when we do shipping, you'll see something very, very special come into play that's a little bit more in the luxurious realms. That is bespoke magic that I'm working with an artist that I admire beyond what I can say. The works that they create with their hands are bringing Altalune and Sheila Nagig to life in a physical way for a very small amount of folks and more of a luxury level inside this collection. So that's just something that I was working on today before the broadcast. I'm flipping out. It's really exciting. Now, I'm not going to be creating a lot of hard goods. I picture myself having at least a collection a year. And the way that I'll be connecting more than ever is digitally. The way that I'll be connecting with everyone more than ever will be in the realms that we're connecting in now. Present to you in portals and in a really big magical way. And there'll be some accompanying collections that I create in a very intentional way, in community for community, very similar to how the Altalune collection is being created. So this is a really special time for me right now after enduring with you and for you and about you everything that we went through with the pandemic. So I am definitely busting out of quarantine, just flipping my hair and having fun. So I hope everybody's doing great today. Please have fun in the chat. Please like the video today. Please subscribe to the channel because it really means everything, costs you nothing, and it really empowers the work that I'm creating. And let's call in our four corners right now and get into it. Okay, sweeties, we'll pull lots of tarot today. Thank you so, so much for your kind donations. That goes straight into what is very fast, looking like we're about up to 12,000 with the collection. I'm so excited. When we get to 13,330, the collection category for people of color, Black, Brown, Indigenous, and all people of color is 50% off. Do you understand? As we're lifting up these works into creation, it drives that sliding scale further down. And when we get to 25,550, it will, so that's 25550. Those decks will be for free in that BIPOC category. There's no reason why we can't do it. I believe in miracles and I believe in magic. I'm not going to tell myself that it can't go down from now till the last day of May, which is a very special day for me. It's my bestie's birthday, May 31st. So there's no reason why some Kardashian or some other magical person can't get a hold of the works that we're doing over here, amplify them, and have the whole thing sell out. These things happen in the world. I'm open to that happening, my loves. I'm open for it. I'm spread eagle. Take me, magic. I'm yours. So, sweeties, have you got something lovely to drink? Are you ready to settle in just a bit? I'm going to take a nice little sip of my pure water here. I have a super, super special ritual planned for the eclipse. Yeah, ritual. It's a unique way of gathering. It isn't specifically a spell. We talked about it last night on Instagram. I decided to pop on live for a gorgeous moon scrying session, which is up over there on Instagram. You know, I'm not afraid to do spells at oddball times. I really don't take kindly to people telling me I can't do things. Now, let's take, for instance, a banishing spell. I don't do them. I've done one. It was so completely impactful to my life that I haven't felt the need to do another one since. That was way back in the mid-90s. And I love to cut cords, and I love to edit. I love to cleanse. I like to purify, and I like to hold space for the word banish. And I love to tell people, just be really ready before you do a banishing spell. They're very intense. They're effective. And if you don't watch it, they yank you by the ponytail out into the wild as well. So you got to just be really intentional with certain spells. So a ritual for the big eclipse is a coming, and just stay super close by. Please put the bell for notifications on across my socials, super specifically here on YouTube, okay? So my loves, here we go. Turn your beautiful body, your gorgeous, glorious animal body, in any way you're able to the direction of north, the element of earth. Earth is our body. It's our home. Earth is our bones. Earth is our framework. It's our protection. It's our structures. In every way that structures are here for us. Structures that we hide behind, structures that we hide within, structures that we climb up to see the magical vista. Guardians of the watchtowers of the north, earth, be here now. We turn now to the east in any way we're able. East is our direction of air. Air is our atmosphere. Air is our connection. Air is this era that we're in, this new era that was ushered in at that grand conjunction. Air is our poetry and music, our intention, our incantations. Air is lovers' sweet whispered secrets. Guardians of the watchtowers of the east, air, be here now. We turn now in any way that our body is able to the direction of south, the element of fire. Fire is our energy, you know? It's our trauma, and it's our drama, and it's our triumph, and it's our passion. Fire is that little flickering flame of inspiration. Fire is our root of our body, our sexuality, asexuality, and the place where sensation emanates and draws to. Guardians of the Watchtowers of the South, fire, be here now. Bear with me, I'm always trying to stay fire safe. Highly recommend for all witches, stay fire safe, because we love to burn stuff, don't we? We turn now in any way our body is able to the direction of west, the element of water. Water is our ancestral magic, highly visible now as we're going hurtling headlong into this eclipse season. Our ancestral shadow magic shows us exactly where we've been and where we can administer our magic to our pain, where we can celebrate our ability to continue to live through it all, through it all. Water is that hydromancy that remembers everything. Water is our blood magic. Water is our story that moves through space. Water is so fucking cosmic. Guardians of the Watchtowers of West, water, be here now. We coil now like a snake into the center of our altar, where we encounter ourselves and spirit. For we are spirit and spirit is us. Spirit of life and death. Be here now. Beautiful. Wow. I sound this bell. So soon spirit comes in and activate our spell. Sweetheart loves moon babies and all mystics, witches. We are now between worlds, and how very sweet it is. Yay, it's Friday. Oh my goodness. And you know what? Yay, we're moving into the messy magic of eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. We got each other. We got this. Let's go magic. Yes, my loves. Oh my goodness. It's so, so good to see everybody. My loves, I still feel like I'm just so in your face today. Let me see if I can't move this just a little teeny bit, because not just because I've got my adorable animal dress on. Let's see if I can't do this. There. Okay. All right. There we go. You can see just a little teeny tiny bit more, and it's not so in my face. And how's everything sounding? Let's boogie up here on the mic as well. Darling loves, I'm going to take a little peek at our chat right now and see if I can't make it so it's not all in our face that I'm doing this. I have a couple different unique ways that I'm creating this. How's the chat doing? Is it jumping like crazy? Are we good? Because last Friday was a little teeny tiny bit of a mess. I know that. So I'm just going to take a little peek at how we're doing right now, because if I hold a different device up, I'm able to sort of check out the chat in a new and special way. There we go. Hi, lovely, good. Hi, sweeties. Oh my goodness. Hi, Caleb. How are you doing? Are you fully vaxxed yet, sweetie? I know that you were just a couple of Fridays ago. Wasn't that your first vaccination day? Yes, and I already said hey and thank you for that gorgeous cocktail, baby. Reckon I loved seeing you on holiday. I'm so glad you got to go and be in your little sweet circle with those gorgeous, happy faces. I loved looking at your photos. Thank you so much. Yes. Hello, hello, loves. Cole, you're so lovely. Yasmin, mwah, it's good to see you. Thank you for the green hearts. Love this. Thank you so much for the confirmation that we can hear and see well. Elaine, what a beautiful message you've sent with your green heart, your gorgeous tree, and your fairies. It must be incredibly magical on the island right now. Yes, hello, hello. Hi, Beth Hart. Good to see you. Thank you for giving love to everybody in the chat. Bethany, sweetie, did you rename your thing? I just saw Beth and then all of a sudden it looked like Bethany. So, hi, hello. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you. Hi, Angela Jensen. Howdy to you too. Yes. I am feeling the two energy in a big way, Cole. Thank you so much. Did you happen to listen to Sarah's gorgeous housekeeping very first mini-sode when they brought back season 2 of Moonbeaming? I did. Oh, I love it. So now Moonbeaming is doing 2 pods a week, a mini-sode on Mondays for a general reading, and then a longer form, their classic, awesome longer form podcast on Thursdays. How perfect is that? Jupiter Day, Expansion Day. I love it so much. And I loved what Sarah had to say about twos and unity, union. And look at that was our jumper for today, the 2 of lasers. I'm loving that so much, Cole. So special. I just love being witches with you. Hello, Melissa Glass-Gavlin. It's fabulous to see you. You're working and sending love and magic. I'm appreciating that. Does that mean we're sneaking in your ear? I love it. Hello, Shiny Boots. It's good to see you. Hi, hello. Yes, hey. So thank you for being so kind to each other. And hello, Serious Magic. It's great to see you. Hello, hello. Hi, sweetie. Oh, my babe is here. Hi, Jason. Aw. Love you. Are we also sneaking? Am I in your ears over there? Una Gamin, it's lovely to see you. Thank you for the purple hearts. And hi, Julie. It's good to see you. Thank you for the green hearts. Louise is going to be back next week. So we get to have a Fulton Falcons party next week, Julie. We'll be, of course, thinking of you with tons of love. And Celeblin, you're saying you won't be fully vaxxed until the end of August, thanks to the mishandling of the vax rollout by Ontario. I'm so sorry. I giggle only because you said it sarcastically, because I love that sarcastic humor. You know, sweeties, I don't know if this is going to mess up my algorithm over here, because precious Jillian Lunanate, whom so many of us are connected through because Jillian's so kind in amplifying my works. And Jillian, love you so, so much. Oh my goodness. I notice how clever they are with showing Patreon in their video on the screen so you can read the words, and they don't say it as often. And I know, like, a lot of my witch friends on Instagram, they don't even spell the word Patreon. They do it in a clever way, so the algorithm doesn't slow down their videos. So I don't even know if saying the word Patreon is messing up my videos. I don't know what to think, sweeties. These are all hunches and secrets, because algorithms, unfortunately, are secrets. How sad is that? So anyways, my point is that laughter and pleasure is a big cornerstone to my Patreon, which is coming in hot very soon. I can't tell you the exact date and time, but please put on post notifications. Pleasure and joy and laughter is a big, big, big cornerstone of the enactments that I'll be creating in my Patreon. I believe in it so much as a counterbalance to the pain and suffering that we experience as human animals, because so much of existence is propped up in this sort of like denial factory and oppression factory. And we must push back with our joy. We must. And so that, and acknowledging, of course, the trauma that we've experienced, and the very big container circle is witchcraft and magic and all the collaborations that we do with plants and animals and flowers and seasons and day and night and moons and cycles and phases. That's witchcraft for me. And I have a neat opportunity to talk about witchcraft in a really cool interview really super soon. There's just so many neat things that are popping off that I really want to share in Coven community in that safer way on Patreon that makes me know I can have that thread to you and not worry about algorithms. It's such a thing in my life that I have to be concerned about what I say and do. I see my sweeties popping up here. Hi. Hi. You are sneaking. Love it. Love you. Oh, so I have to be quiet about that. It's hard for me, as you know, sweetie. Yes. Yes, Celeblin, we do have to laugh about these things. I'm so sorry because, like, go Canada. Canada's so amazing and you do so many things so well. But the vax rollout, I understand because we love that YouTuber Curtis Connor over here. That's a big family favorite of ours. And my daughter Faye found Curtis a couple of years ago before they had 1 million subs. And now they're at, what, 4 or something crazy like that. And they've been talking about the botched Canadian vax rollout for a long time. And so I'm sorry you're going through that, but I trust, Celeblin, that you're snug as a bug and that our digital connections sustain you and that you have some joys that you're nurturing right now and you keep your awesome sarcastic sense of humor because I love it. All right, honeys. Let's set our intention for our works here today, and we'll dig into our tarot. We're going to have a little conversation about eclipses and how that matters so much to everything we're going through right now. So set your intention for our session, whether you're with us live or you're gathering with us later. As I'm leaving my live streams on my channel, again, sweeties, I no longer believe that they're harming my channel. I just want you to know that. So I had that hunch for a while because we just have to guess. So sweethearts, this will be up for hopefully ever. And I am back to time stamping all of our Tarotscopes. And so let's set our intention, no matter how you're gathered here today, whether it's later. And I know folks in the land of Oz are coming and consuming this work later. I'm just having so much fun making new friends in Australia, among them Nina at Shuffle Tarot, who's just a doll, and some other folks that reached out to me about kind of me creating and sharing with them my magic in their Facebook group that is an Australian Facebook group. So I know they're sleeping right now. So when they gather with us later, it's always the right time to set your intention, no matter how you're consuming this, no matter how you're utilizing this magic. So grab something lovely to drink. Jason, are you having some coffee? Grab something yummy and set your intention on your tongue now. And let's have our nice swallow spell, which is totally accessible to anybody that's consuming this in any way they are. Lovely. We drink in threes. There's 2 more. Enjoy the sound of your body. Enjoy that feeling of refreshment too, sweeties. So in a second, I'm going to be hugging my kids because they're headed out. I think they're going to pedal down either to the gym or the beach. I'm not really sure, but to be a teenager in this beach town, so much fun. Becoming very famous for more wrong reasons, as our mayor pro tem just continues to just be ridiculous, fighting the mask mandate and using their own children as bait in the argument. They're on the international news for sending their young children to school without masks to fight their battle because they said a mandate is not a law. So they are not allowing their kids to wear a mask at school. That's how we're ending our school year here in my ridiculous beach town, sweethearts. So yeah, there's that. And TikTok has discovered bonfires in Huntington Beach, which has been like a really lovely, mellow, safer space. Back to Luna Nate, we had a gorgeous bonfire here in Huntington Beach for the full moon in 2019 in September, which was so fun. We gathered on Friday the 13th, and then the next day was the 14th for the full moon, and we had a really fun, super chilled out, mellow, also very powerful full moon. And now some folks that just moved here to Huntington Beach, some teenagers that just moved here from a totally different part of California, have blasted on a public TikTok account the bonfires. And now there's like literally 1,000 kids at these bonfires that become violent. Snoop Dogg posted them on, a girl fight on their Instagram account a couple of weeks ago. It's going nuts down here. So stay safe, sweeties. Be good to yourselves. My kids observe these things from a high vantage point with their other local friends that just kind of laugh and just go, wow, this is actually happening. They're not happy about it, but we're learning tough lessons. All right, honeys, tell me in the chat what you got going on right now. Is anybody willing to share their spell intention? Hello at home with Meg D. It's good to see you. Yes. Oh, I know. Slap my head, Orange County. It's so hardcore. So insane down here right now with everything that's going on with these TikTok bonfires. Snoop Dogg was snarky and funny about it on their Instagram account when they posted that video of these girls like kicking each other off trash cans. It's just like such a mess. And they were funny about it, but of course it just makes every kid on the planet, every teenager on the planet want to be there for the next weekend. So it has been bonkers down here at the beach. So I'm going to hit a bonfire in a different part of Orange County, not even in front of my house. Are you all going to the beach or are you going to the gym?
Gym.
Okay, give me a love before you go. Okay, sweeties, they're about to head out to the gym. That makes me feel better. Suddenly, the place that was like the COVID spreading events is now where I feel most safe. How is that possible? All right, sweeties. I just want to take a quick little peek and see what Cole is saying here. You're hoping to work on your writing this weekend. Good. It's been too long since you allowed yourself to dance with the muse. Oh, it's fabulous. Cole, very soon, I feel like your writing is, well, I'll pull a card surrounding this too, but we're already extremely connected in this work because you talked about twos and then we had this jumper fall literally on my feet of the Two of Lasers, aka Two of Wands. Feeling that unity, feeling like all hands are on deck, both hands are balanced and in the game. And producing your work. This is that waxing, ultra waning, the waning crescent moon phase, sweetie, where you do that manifesting spell. The sky's the limit for you in a very big way right now, Cole. So I'm going to take a second and just kind of shuffle. My intention right now is for the messiness of this season coming up, the undone feeling of this season coming up for eclipse season and Mercury retrograde combined to really blast open all of those places that I've considered to be forbidden places and wounded places in my life and just open up and let love in. Let love find me. Let my love project deeper into the multiverse and just get it on. I am a person who has woven many, many, many an electronic spell. Some of you were here from back when I sponsored the Witch Wave podcast back in 2018. And was working with a collection of spells, a witch's calendar of a year and a day of spells called Moon Coven back in the day. And you can still hear, I think it might have been episode maybe 30 something, way back when the Witch Wave was barely even a year old. And I'm no stranger to holding folks' spell intention on my altar. There's a complex series of components and reasons why folks need to basically hire a witch to hold their spell. I am very, very seasoned. I started doing these electronic spells with folks back in 2017. That'll also be a component of my Patreon. Oh, look. We have another flipper, which is different than a jumper. This is the death card that's popped out. Wow. I love this for being our exact moon phase that we're in right now. This is a time of transmutation. We're letting the old self die to transmute and become the new. This beautiful birch that's on this card, I'm blown away to see right now because I've got an art spell right now that's using physical birch logs in it that you will see very, very soon in my Patreon. So I really hope I'm not just absolutely annihilating the algorithm by saying that word again, but this flipper is showing me we're all right where we need to be, not hanging on to this idea that transforming and transmuting is foreign, ugly, something someone else does, nothing that you are capable of. Let's let go of those old ideas. Let's let those old ideas die and shift and change. Let's adorn that death and the gorgeous marigolds, which are one of my favorite plant allies, which I've got growing in my garden right now. And let's worship the fact that we have grown into a new life from the old. In essence, we're worshiping the death of those old ideas. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to put our flipper and our jumper back into the deck before we begin to pull our tarot, sweeties. So the plan right now is to continue with doing tarot today and doing the weekly broadcast. I have absolutely no plans for that to change whatsoever. Oh my goodness, I just caught a little sight of my wild hairs right there, sweeties. I am adding Patreon with some more ways that you can connect with me personally. I believe that will be the cornerstone of how you can connect with me for tarot and spell work that is live and digital and live. And so many other things, a joyful practice, a ritual practice, definitely a coven practice, sweeties. So, my loves, I am going to take a little peek and see how things are looking here. I love the word transmute too. Oh, thank you so much, Carrie Baby Reckon, for saying you're spending time being present with your son this weekend, feeling open and grateful. Oh, your son is so cute. Your son is so cute, and seeing them in the ocean just brings back so many gorgeous memories and realities, because now my kids literally muse about when they become parents. They're so grown now. They talk about when they'll become parents. Thank you so much for your kind donation, Brielle. I'll be pulling you a card in just a minute. Remember that every donation that you put in the super chat goes towards driving our BIPOC, Black, Brown, Indigenous, and all people of color sliding scale further down for the Altalune campaign, which we have about 10 days left in. I'm so excited, sweeties. Y'all are so magical. Thank you so much. Loving the tallies, loving the love notes that I get to send you. Thank you so much for being part of that. I'm going to move this candle so I can give and get a hug. Come here, sweetie. Drive safe, sweetie. We will.
Bye.
Sweeties, are you okay? Is there something you want to share with me? You both look like you have the giggles right now. There's a frog?
I said I look like a frog on camera.
You don't. You're fabulous. You're amazing. You don't look like a frog at all. But frogs are sacred, so that's a compliment. I love you. Thank you for the hugs and kisses. Are you ready to rock? Juniper safe and sound?
Yeah, she's
Okay, good. Love it. Love it. Drive safe, sweeties.
Thank you. See you later.
Just text me and tell me when you're going to be around, okay?
We're gonna come back at like 2:45.
Okay, that's cool. You can just text me. Love you. Oh, yes. Be home before that then.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, so sweeties, speaking of baby Reckon's gorgeous, beautiful son, you must have missed him so much when you were on your little vacation. Also, it's so essential that we get away, isn't it? My 16-year-old has a driving lesson today. So that's what we were just checking in with each other about. I saw our little, it looks like our broadcast might be getting stuck. So I'm going to take off one of these broadcasts right now. Okay, sweeties, and slow down how many things how many tabs I have open. Bear with me for a second, sweeties. It's really important that I see these donations, but I also don't want to slow down our broadcast too much. There we go. Is that better? Is that a little faster? I want to make sure we're good. So, sweethearts, I'm so ready. Those of you that haven't been around in a couple of weeks, I took my, and just so near and dear to me, tarot deck, Moonbasic Tarot, that's got these gorgeous archival art pages. And I re-edged them because I saw it on YouTube. I'm a YouTube person, sweeties. You know these things are true. And I re-edged them in Sharpie. They have a paint pen. Have you seen it with a paint tip? And I painted them Venusian green. And I love them in this rich, gorgeous new edging to pick up that color of the phosphorescence, this photograph of the phosphorescence that was at the beach in spring 2020 that's woven into the backs of Moonbabymagick Tarot. Do you love it? Has anybody else re-edged their Moonbabymagick Tarot deck? It's so much fun. Or have you ever re-edged any deck? They're such a blast. I love doing it. All right, sweeties, I'm ready to go. I'm going to break this deck into 3, as is tarot tradition. I'm going to move our subscriber spell candle over there. And I'm going to break the deck into 3 and back into the 1. And you know that I pulled this so authentically from the center on camera because I like for you to see all those lovely things. Sweetie, I just want to take a peek at the chat real fast before we move on, honeys, and make sure that I caught everything. Yeah, Joanna, sweet Jilly. I love you saying that. We all love Jillian so much because we have fabulous taste. Jillian is the epic human you think they are. They're so awesome. I love them so much. Yes. Okay, sweethearts. I think I'm good. I think we're ready to go. Yes. Thank you for the froggy, Cole. I love it so much. Good. Okay, I closed a whole bunch of tabs. It's very real. Hello, Amanda. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm so glad you're letting me know. Okay, closing tabs. It's where it's at. Yes. Oh goodness. Yeah, refilling the cup. And I love your little group. I literally wanted to be in that circle. The wine, the candles, the laughter, the happiness, the pure joy on the faces. So special, Carrie. All right, honey love. So I'm going to pull a card for Joanna. I'm going to pull a card for Cole. And I'm going to pull a card for Brielle. Anybody else that makes a donation, it goes straight into our sliding scale for all folks of color for the Altalune collection, which literally it just closes. The collection closes on May 31st, sweeties. And I'm excited about campaigning, and I'm excited about having those bookends of when I stop campaigning so I can get really into the magic of creating my Patreon and creating all the assets in the collection. So all right, my loves. Joanna, this is for you. I don't even know if you're at work right now or if you're just sneaking in your ears like my sweetie, but here we go. I'm excited about this. I'm going to show you your card in just a second. Are you ready? Joanna. This is a big drum roll because I like to have another little screen set up handy. There we go. Oh, I dropped. You got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is adorned with that first quarter moon phase, showing you to really listen to your spirit guides speaking through you. And I definitely know that they speak to you in music. So really enjoy that. Enjoy that right now, Joanna. I love this color field for showing like a creamy, dreamy version of like sexual joy. That orange field is confidence and sexuality. I love these kind of flaming clouds that shows this entire witch's calendar of a year and a day appearing with little black kitty in the middle. Remember, this keyword is journey, Joanna. So this is all about you enjoying the journey exactly as it's showing up, especially as this looks very eclipsed to me. Eclipses are where the past is flashed before our eyes. We're in the middle of this celebration and joy of magic and beauty of our full moon, and then boom, the past shows up and reminds us of our utter humanness. Keep your book of shadows handy right now and document what you see and feel in this era. And remember to not judge yourself. All the J words want to be seen right now, Joanna. Judgment and journey and creating these magical enactments that give you self-love and forgiveness for any way that you've held back in your journey. Try not to judge yourself too harshly. And remember that if you start to hear those judgments towards others, especially people that you live with or people close by at work or family, that's just the voice you're using to yourself, right? So you can really release a lot in eclipses, and you're definitely being shown to enjoy the journey even more, cuties. Enjoy the journey even more, Joanna. Wow. Special magic. All right, Cole, babe, this is for you. Okay, look at this. Just, oh, that's so delicate. So there's something really special that you're trying to access. I see that now. It's exacting. It's not a giant swath of land that wants to be seen. It's a really specific thing. And here it is. Unreal. The Two of Lasers, the jumper once again. So, sweethearts, know when you need to wet your whistle. The Two of Lasers. Keyword radiance. This is about you being the one. Colt, you're so amazing with celebrating others. And right now, never change, because that's really who you are. It's an identity for sure. And it's also how you were born. And create space for you to be celebrated. Create space for you to be the one that actually receives. You hold out your hand and you receive feedback. You receive admiration. You receive the joy other people have in witnessing your radiance. It's important. It can sustain you. It's like a forever picture that can sustain you. How are your magical offerings developing right now? I know they are. And I'm really excited to see how you show that to the world, how that radiates out from you in the world. Keep in touch. I am so here to amplify everything you get up to. I believe in your magic so, so much. Wow. This is one of those times where I would say this eclipse, as funky as it is for me to say, is like a sudden time to manifest. It's a real flash time for you to manifest. You might want to go back and watch my moon scrying video from last night on my Instagram, okay, honey? Because you might see some messages that shine through. But I talked about how eclipses can look like fissures. We're going to talk about it a lot in my Patreon, okay? So there. Wow. Brielle, it's your turn, cutie. Here we go. Brielle, wow, that was easy as pie. It just was like mouth pop, just wanted to come straight out. This is the Eight of Blades. The Eight of Blades is showing up in your life reversed. And the keyword is complicated on this. It's called airy. The keyword is airy, right? So look. Subservience is the key word when it's upright. And Brielle, with this reversal right now, the moon phase shifts to just after the full moon, right? This is the waning gibbous moon phase where we release expectations. This is a time for you to lighten up. You have a tendency to be very bound to things. And this is a channeled message from spirit. And you're being asked to lighten up. You're being asked to really loosen your grip and be more simple with what you enjoy. Communicate with spirit in a lighthearted and happy way right now. Keep your altar very lighthearted, very happy right now. And in no way do we want to bypass any of the things that you're holding on to that desperately need you, right? Because if this card was upright, this would be our, oh my goodness, did I get that incorrect, sweeties? Hold on. Stay with me for just a second. I want to quote myself correctly here. Oh, yes. Okay, so this was upright. This would be our waxing gibbous moon phase. But like I said, this is the waning gibbous moon phase where you need to let go. Leave some open spaces for thrills to come in, for people to delight you. Loosen up and lighten up. And if you're feeling kind of like weighed down, like the wet blanket in the room, nobody assigned you that job. You can let go. You can literally release yourself from that. If this card was upright, it would be telling you to recalibrate your magic, right? With this waxing gibbous moon phase, but it's not. It's the waning gibbous moon phase where you let go. I love this card for you. Look at that gorgeous stained glass. Get yourself into whatever makes you feel like it's a sanctuary setting and just have fun. Just trip out on your magic. Sit out being heavy right now with this moon phase moving into our lunar eclipse. And just be delighted and light and fun. Fun. Oh my goodness, sweeties. Fun. I'm all about having a lot of fun right now. Let me just take a little peek here at our chat and see how things are going, sweethearts. Oh, thank you so much for your kind donation. At Home with Meg D. I'm going to be pulling a card for you right now. I just want to make sure that I'm caught up on everything people have said. Oh, yes. Oh, goodness. I'm glad you like this, Joanna. I'm so glad. Yes. Good. All right. I know, Cole. Can you even believe this card? It's so special. Hi, Sunstar. Hello. It's good to see you. Happy Venus Day to you. Okay. So you are welcome for the playlist in the love note. Yes, you're so welcome. You can follow me over there as well, sweetheart. Thank you, Brielle. I know. I love this for you too, Brielle. Lighten up and have fun. Give me that card. Can I just share that with you, please? Hi, May W. No, yes, good luck for everyone manifesting too. I love that. That's so kind of you, May. All right, at Home with Meg D. This is for you. Okay. You just rolled right to the top. I don't know if you saw that. It was like I was told to dig in. There was a little bump right here, and then we flipped right to the top. You're about 10 cards down, and you've got the Knight of Waves upright. Deep lover is the key word. When we pull waves in this coven, everybody drinks. Gorgeous. How nice. So, sweetie pies, the Knight of Waves rolling in for Meg D. I'm kind of like loving that this joyfulness is coming through with all the cards we've pulled so far. And that joyfulness is showing you to really be there for yourself and exactly how you crave love and are developing love in your life. That hot pink, wow. I mean, look at that vibrancy. Look at that magic. And this waxing gibbous moon phase, which is our moon phase right now, shows you really administer the best love you have to give yourself right now. Not in a way of being like in this ultra individualistic way, in a way of just delighting yourself. This purple moon phase, this is a color gradient card that goes from radical hot pink down to this soft lilac. Shows you giving yourself tons of love, especially in ritual baths. If you can get to the nearest body of water and fully submerge in a lake or the ocean, please do so. Ritual baths are highly recommended right now. Listen to how spirit is guiding you. That's where you will kind of walk into the deepest love that you are definitely summoning, is by giving yourself that love first. So, so important, Meg. Thank you so much for letting me read this card for you. This is a special cave painted horse that I grew up with in my living room. This was a print that my mom had up most of my childhood. I find it really near and dear, and I looked at it constantly every single day of my childhood. And I love that it beckons us into the wild of our past. So another person who's being beckoned into reconciling with their past in this gorgeous opportunity that this lunar eclipse has for us on Wednesday. I hope you like that, Meg. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's so special. All right, sweeties, I'm going to take a little peek at what we got going here. So work with me just for a second. I'm going to refresh just a minute and see how we're doing. And I could be getting straight into our Tarotscopes for the day. I'm having a little bit more of a vision for how our broadcast is developing. And having it be very light and Tarotscope driven and super chat driven, and maybe not the London extended dance mix 2 and 3 hour live streams that we've been doing. I think I'll save that for our invested friends over on Patreon, sweethearts. So it looks like we are ready right now to get straight on into our Tarotscope, sweeties. Stick around as close as possible for special offerings that are coming up surrounding eclipse season and coping with Mercury retrograde and how to support the channel with Patreon. So thank you so much, honey loves. Let's get into it, Aries. Hello, Carolyn Cronkite. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, hip sisters. I love it. Yes. Shake those hips. Move it. Do it. I love it. I loved seeing your scar on Instagram, Carolyn. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Oh, gosh. Give us an update in the chat. All right, honey. So, Aries, this one is for you. You've got the reversed 7 of lasers. The reversed 7 of lasers. Powerful time right now. This is a little bit more like the classic take on our retrograde season and our eclipse season. This Aries is a moment where you could be tempted to lose heart for your dreams, and don't blame yourself for that. I mean, this is a incredibly challenging time in the story of humanity and the story of our earth right now. And losing heart is like a rhythm and a phase that all of us have to face. And Aries, it looks like that's what you're facing right now. That's the key words for this card is lose heart. And remember that you can energize your body to cope with those feelings of being lost, alone, or hopeless. So it's time to really crank up the intensity in the music right now to get through this time. To be physical, you're called to being physical right now to cope with the feelings that you're having of losing heart. All right. Taurus, this one's for you, honey. Reversed Fool. Fabulous. I love it. Begin at the beginning, Taurus. It's your ultimate do-over after your big birthday party. And now you're kind of in a time where you were so out and excited about your birthday and life was opening up in many, many places. So it's a good chance that you were feeling hopeful and excited. And now you're like putting a lid on it and capping it. The key word here is suppress. And it's time to kind of like be in the flow that your birthday kicked off. Be in the flow and let loose everything that you love and let that move through your physical body more. Be careful not to be suppressing your joy, especially if you're doing it because you feel like it makes someone else feel better. Be true to yourself, Taurus. It's so important. Oh, do not dim your light. All right, honeys. So now we are moving on to Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. I love Gemini season. This is the Queen of Waves. Everybody drink. Thank you, Gemini. I love Gemini so much. The seriousness that is the Gemini reverence for their solar return is just epic. Gemini cuties, this Queen of Waves shows that depth to your character and shows you diving deep to really access your safety, your wellness, and your story. Go deeper, go further. This is your time to do that. All right, cuties? Really, really important that you recognize these feelings that you're having when you go deep. They could create a scenario where you can really let go and offload things that are really heavy and weighing you down. Because if you're going to dive deep, right, you need to be editing and you need to be letting go. You need to be relaxing, because that journey, that deep dive is all about loving yourself better so you can better look through the eyes of love. So important. Thank you, Gemini. Happy birthday, cuties. So yeah, another thing in my Patreon is birthday parties. We're going to have a monthly birthday party for every zodiac sign. So you can come to birthday parties and have fun for your, sun, moon, rising signs and everybody else that you adore in the Patreon coven. All right, sweeties. So here we go. Cancer babes. This is the reverse 6 of waves. Everybody drink. Cheers. The reverse 6 of waves. Let's go. Cancer. You're right where you need to be. That's for sure. And it doesn't mean that it feels good. The key word for this card when it's reversed is stagnant. And that's okay. That open space, that inertia, that stillness, it's okay. The trick is to keep your eyes on your own paper, Cancer, and not worry about what anybody else is doing. Do you. And I know you love hearing that, Cancer, because you're such an individual. If my sweetie's still on the chat, this one's for you, babe. Love you so much. All right. Roll it into Leo. Very happily. Reversed 2 of waves. A lot of feelings in the coven this week. Reversed 2 of waves. Also, Leo, you got to trust this is where you need to be. That there's a break in your life right now. There's a break coming in your life, or you're healing from a break. It's a really important time right now to let it happen, right? Trying to hold on to all the pieces is not helping. Let it happen, sweetheart. You got this. All right. So yeah, getting into more extended Tarotscopes is another thing that I'm really excited about for the Patreon cuties. All right, Virgo, here we go. 5 of waves. I mean, you see me authentically pulling this from the center of the deck with that full moon straight up. The keyword is grieve. All right, Virgo, I'll drink to that. Another sign that really needs to stick to what they're doing right now. This is about your grief, your process, the things that you're experiencing right now, Virgo. Okay? I feel like the signs surrounding Virgo are powerfully important as well. Leo and Libra. This is a huge time for you to be with what you are grieving. Be with it. And take a lot of time to be with witches, be with magical folks, and be with your altar to really center your spiritual practice right now. It's so, 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 so important, Virgo. Okay. All right. Let's see what shows up for Libra right now. Okay. Like that middle finger slip, 5 of lasers, keyword disenchanted. Wow, this is a powerful time right now. To let the disenchantment tell the story, to let the suffering of the story come in and be fired into the work, honing the work, creating that truer blade, that cutting edge to the work. So important. Remember, your spirit guides are present right now, Libra, and to let it flow. You're strong. You can handle it. You can handle looking at your disenchantment and weaving it into the story. You can handle it. It's important. It needs to show up in the works you're creating in your hands. Wow. I can never get enough of our witchcraft. Never, ever, ever. All right, Scorpio, this is for you. I love you, Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. I don't know. I just felt like there was this moment with Scorp of just like, oh, let me down easy. Well, this is the Queen of Blades reversed. The Queen of Blades reversed. Our Queen of Blades reversed keyword is powerful because it shows your bitterness that you're torturing yourself with. It's that taste in your mouth, that ugly taste in your mouth of your bitterness is changing your ability to be fresh and excited about the work you're creating. And so listen, this is an and yet your bitterness tells you your truths too. So there's a trick in this. It's telling the story of what you know is right and wrong in the world, and doing it without the bitterness being on your tongue, right? Almost like you're excited about the ways that you've endured in your life and being kind of sturdy with it, right? This is a time for you to really produce work, right? This is your time of manifesting. This is the waning crescent moon phase. And this color field is your body. So listen, if you're being bitter about something in your mind, grumbling about someone else's success, your body's listening to you and you're harming yourself in doing it. So you can tell a story that's about what you know is right and wrong. That could look kind of bitter, and that's okay as long as you're not telling the story with a pithy, bitter tongue, right? Okay. Sagittarius. Ooh, the entire bottom of the deck wanted to pop out right there. Wow. This is the Knight of Blades. Keyword is explore kinks, Sagittarius. Oh, you have been so serious lately. You need to get into it and just be a funky monkey. You need to have some fun. This Knight of Blades is telling you, ride like the wind, run with your wildness, your kinks, and things that you need to have a literal break from. I mean, feel the wind in your hair and really just run as fast as you can towards your pleasures. So, so important to get your funky monkey on, Sagittarius. Love it. Okay. After Sagittarius Cap, I'm just double checking because I have a list in front of me. I don't like when I forget anybody. Here we go, Cappy. This is for you. The keywords, of course, one more time, shining through. You've got the Death card straight up. All right, Cappy, and I know you love this. Thank you for your kind donation, Juliana. I'm going to pull a card for you in a minute. Thank you for the rainbow. You're a doll. This keyword is transmute, and your change is coming through from leaving behind that old life, right? That's the only way that you could kind of goose and move into this time of transmuting. You need that old pain and suffering. You need that old life to tell their story by being sort of like the fertilizer for the soil, right? You couldn't do it anymore. It was a zombie, right, Cappy? And so now it's time for you to transmute and utilize that old form to grow into the new you. Exciting. Okay, Aquarius, here we go. Two of Blades, more twos. I love this so much. This waning gibbous moon phase shows you really seeking your balance specifically by letting shit go. Lighten your load before you fly. So, so important, Aquarius. Take really good care of your body right now. Feast deeply, breathe deeply, exhale, lighten your load, and fly. So important. All right, sweeties. And now Pisces. Oh, right off the top, did you see that? This is the reversed King of Lasers. The reversed King of Lasers, such a beautiful card for you because you need this to turn upside down, right? You need this. The key word to this card is hurry, right? This shows you working at a certain pace that needs to go faster, and that's okay. It's a time for you to kind of scamper and get some things in order so you can sort of hit the hyperspace button and relax into the eclipse and that Mercury retrograde. I'd like to see you have a solid chill month by going headlong really fast right now by putting bows on these projects so you can chill a little bit for our eclipse, and then really have a looser, lighter hold on this next Mercury retrograde. Okay, Pisces? Fun card for you. Love it. This field, it's pink and it's gold. So this is about you applying a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of rose quartz gridding of your whole home. Communicate really clearly with your loved ones that you're on deadline right now, getting things done so you can chill out. Important and powerful. I love it so much. So I'm going to pop back in and take a peek at our chat right now. Thank you, Juliana. You're a doll. I'm just looking. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Hi, Peter Fitzgerald. That's my brother, sweeties. We were talking about you earlier. I wonder if YouTube didn't hear that because I know my brother's teaching me all about like the audio censoring that happens on YouTube. So maybe they heard me talk about Peter Fitzgerald. I said classic movie mania about your channel. So maybe they kind of gave you some sort of a electronic notification that I was live right now. Love you, sweeties. I premiered my video today that my brother re-edited again for me, talking about the Altalune collection. And I'm so lucky. They're so talented. They're such an amazing storyteller, filmmaker, space holder, just hilarious and just beautiful and a huge blessing in my life. Love you, buddy, system buddy. So yes, I'm going to pull a card for Juliana right now. And here we go. You've got the reversed 10 of Blades. That's very powerful. The reversed 10 of Blades shows what you've been through, right? That you kind of had to like cling on to dear life, to whatever flotation device was around you as things were falling apart, right? And it's time for you to relax just a little tiny bit into this new phase. This is the waxing gibbous moon phase that we're in right now, sweetie, moving towards that full moon on Wednesday. This clinging that you've had to do, you're being asked to notice that so you can release it, because your body can only handle so much of that sort of calcified musculature of holding on for dear life to something that's keeping you alive. You have grown so much. You're strong, and you can let go now of that outer piece and be strong on your own. Juliana, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I hope you like this card. It's time for you now to really nourish yourself and know that you're not used to not clinging on to those safety places and measures, and give yourself a huge break, especially get a lot of mental rest. Make sure that you've got messages around you, Juliana, that are positive, And I hope this works for you. It sure works for me. I love it. All right, sweetie pies. If there's no longer any folks that are adding to the donations, I'm going to shove off and say, hey, please check out everything that's coming up for me with the Altalune collection. You've got another few days to be part of this magic where we're creating a sliding scale with our privilege for folks that are marginalized and held down by systems of oppression. That if you're white and white passing is so important, then you have privilege, you hold privilege. And I just can't tell you how much I appreciate you for subscribing to my love notes. And thank you for subscribing to the channel, and get ready for Patreon because here it comes. I just want to say, hey, really quick in the chat before I shove off, honeys. Yes, have a great weekend to you too, Joanna. Oh, loving you so, so much, cute heart Cole, and all of you cute hearts. Yes, I know. I love that hot pink. It's such a good color. You work with kids in equine rehabilitation. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm so, 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 so happy to hear that. You know, I absolutely worship J.C. Lee Dugard. I don't know if you know who that is. It's somebody who's endured a ton of hell on earth, and they found their way back to their ability to survive and thrive with equine therapy. I believe in it so much. Send me a little message, Megan. Tell me more about that. Yeah, sweetie. So here we go with more magic than you can shake a stick at. Thank you all for being here. I'm sending you so much love and magic. I'm going to walk you out gently by covering up the screen in some magical way. And I'm going to place you inside this gorgeous, magical, sweet secrets pouch that's one of the beautiful Altalune collection assets. And so here we go. Oh, yes. I like you to be able to have a nice little veil to relax into as I walk you out with a little ASMR happiness. You can hear my little pond in the background, can't you? It's that water sounds really nice, doesn't it? Thank you so much for being here, honey loves. Yes. So, so magical. Let's see if I can't do this without disconnecting our experience here, sweeties. There we go. How are you feeling, Carolyn? I cannot wait to get into these spells together. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be posting lots of video clips of the spells that I've cast in the UK and here in California with folks, electronic spells with folks that I've been doing this since 2017. It's been such a blast. It was really the impetus to creating my website, sweetie. And I created that website in sacred space in my full moon eclipse of January 31st, 2018. So that's when I toggled that live. But I was already doing electronic witchcraft with folks in 2017. It was very, very special. I just love the Mayflower moon. I'm so excited that this is the eclipse where so much is happening. Hi, Temperance. Oh my goodness, hearts, hearts, hearts. It's great to see you. I was just walking everybody out in my own way. You know, I gotta be me, Temperance. I gotta do it my own way. I love a supermoon eclipse. Wow. Blood moon kitties. That's powerful stuff. So excited. Bye, cuties. Love you.